Welcome to the Collective Experience by the Brwngrlz Collective, a dynamic platform where we celebrate innovation, creativity, and the power of Black excellence. Each episode, we sit down with change makers, visionary industry leaders, and groundbreaking entrepreneurs across the worlds of fashion, tech, education, business, and more. This is more than just an interview series. It is a space where stories are shared, wisdom is exchanged, and inspiration flows. Together, we are building a community that thrives on collaboration, empowerment, and the drive to uplift one another. So get ready to meet these women redefining industries and shaping the future. This is the Collective Experience, where we take center stage.
Welcome to the Collective Experience, brought to you by Brwngrlz Collective, your space for inspiration and connection. I'm your host, Sierra Hampton. Today, we're excited to introduce Kaylin Moss. She is a multifaceted professional excelling in tech, modeling, and content creation. A Marist College graduate with a BS in computer science, and she began her career as a project manager and software engineer at IBM before joining United Healthcare, where she contributes to an internal AI platform and mentors female colleagues. Her modeling journey started in Charleston, leading to a campaign for major brands like Honda, Ulta, and Got to Be. As an advocate for the inclusive, she is a proud member of Hyatt Revolution and Why Not Petites, campaigning representing for Black and petite women in fashion. As a content creator, Kaylin specialized in photo and video content for beauty, fashion, lifestyle, and tech brands. With millions of views and collaborations with over 300 brands, including Etsy, Nordstrom, and Amazon, she uses her platform to inspire and promote diversity in both fashion and technology. Join us as we explore her journey and get to know her and her driving force. Let's welcome Ms. Kaylin Moss, guys.
Thank you.
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm so excited. I'm doing well.
Good. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I was actually born in North Carolina, but I pretty much grew up in Charleston all my life. I've always been a creative person. Some could stay up on their phones, like would stay up reading and writing poetry. And I love living in Charleston. I've always wanted to do modeling, but the software engineering side, the coding side, I never realized I was into, but I always liked graphic design, and I realized that building software and building websites was just another way for me to showcase my creativity.
Well, I think that's pretty awesome that you're into that, and especially as a brown girl getting into the tech world, that is major. We would like to first start off, just to get us kind of warmed up. Let's start off with an icebreaker game, if you don't mind.
Sure. Yeah,
All right. We like to call this game This or That. And let's get that wheel spinning. All right, let's see. Ooh, heels or sneakers?
Oh, that's easy. Heels every day.
Ooh, okay. We like the step, huh? That's right, girl. Me personally, I like heels, but I am a sneaker girl kind of on the weekends. So, all right, let's ask another. Oh, wait, do you have a favorite brand of heels?
Ooh, a favorite brand. Oh, I have so many brands, but I do have this one favorite pair of heels from Stella McCartney. So I would say
Ooh, okay.
now.
What color?
They're actually patterned. They're black and white. So they're multicolored.
A good pair to have always. Let's play another one. Let's see if we can get that wheel spinning one more time. Okay, we got one. Walmart or Amazon?
Amazon. I am so lazy and I hate driving. So if I get something delivered to my door, Amazon. And I've actually worked with Amazon as well as an influencer.
Oh, well,
Amazon.
congratulations on that. Me personally, I hate Walmart. Like Walmart, you could go in there and have an idea of spending $20, you walk out $100 later. So I'm
That's
Amazon
huge.
keeps it to a minimum for you. All right, one more icebreaker just to get us kind of warmed up. Let's see if we can spin that wheel one more time. Something good, something good. All right.
Major love to our sponsors for stepping in to make all of this happen. IAS Games for family and friend game nights. Out the Barnes Entertainment for your video editing needs. Camera Guys Inc. for video photography and your editing needs. Intro music by Sedasia and music provided by Drea. Your contributions keep us going and help us grow.
Oh, chicken or shrimp?
That's okay. This one is actually hard. I just had some really good chicken yesterday from this soul food restaurant in Somerville.
Okay.
Okay, if it's fried, I have to go with shrimp. I have
Okay.
to go with shrimp. Yeah.
What about like bull, baked, or steam? Which one?
If it's not fried, I think I would go with chicken.
Okay. Okay. Me personally, I would say I'm a fried chicken kind of girl. Very
Mm.
southern here. But I do
You
like
know how to
shrimp
make
and I
it?
like, huh? What was that?
You know how to make fried chicken yourself?
Oh, I'm not a fryer, but I am a baker.
Okay.
Yeah, but I go to my grandma's house for the fried chicken,
Mm.
definitely. All right, well, let's go ahead, kind of dive into our introspective. What is the misconception you think people have of you or of your brand?
Oh, I would say people really think that I am just kind of into tech for the money, but
Uh-huh.
that's really not true at all. Like I genuinely have a genuine love for, my career and what I do. And I feel like the same thing kind of applies to modeling. Sometimes people might meet me, see my followers, see the pretty pictures, and kind of think that I'm kind of not clear-headed. I don't have a good head on my shoulders, but,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I'm actually, like, a really well-rounded person.
So just like checking out your resume, and I do have to ask a few questions. How was it working for IBM? Like I see that's how you kind of initially got started into the tech world. Tell us a little bit more about that.
So IBM, my dad actually worked at IBM as well,
Oh
and so
wow.
working at IBM, it was honestly a really great experience. It was really easy to connect because it's so big. It was easy to connect with other Black engineers that worked at IBM. I'm connected with NSBE, which stands for National Society of Black Engineers, and then there's a whole group of NSBE engineers within IBM. And so although project management is not for me, I much rather be coding, I
Uh-huh.
really did enjoy the experience.
Okay, great, 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 great. Well, sorry, I just had to dig in on just a little bit.
Mhm.
So now we're going to ask some questions and want to know about your passion and identity. What inspired you to start your journey, and how does that your personal journey stay, connects with your work that you do today?
I draw my inspiration from kind of everything I experience in life. So whether that's friends, families, other content creators, like other models, what inspired me to kind of start everything was it really comes down to, my love for creation and creativity, whether that's in front of the camera as a model or on the computer. I have to live my life creating something. And if I don't have that, I don't have anything. Like I can't imagine living a life where I'm not making some type of art.
Gotcha. And how did the modeling career, how did that get started for you? If you don't mind
So
me
that
asking.
started, I've always thought I didn't have the model body model material. I wish I started earlier,
Mhm.
but in 2020, in the pandemic, actually, I felt like lots of people are kind of doing that thing that they've always wanted to do, starting businesses, taking that leap. And so during
Absolutely.
2020, I was still in college, but I was back home here in Charleston. My college is in New York,
Mhm.
and I had more time in my hands. All my classes were remote, and I got on YouTube, I got on Instagram, and I researched other models who look like me, and I realized, oh, I can actually make a career out of modeling. I don't have to be this size, I don't have to be this tall. And I started networking, building my portfolio, working with makeup artists, photographers who are also starting out, and then reaching out to brands I wanted to work with. I really love working with Black-owned brands, sustainable brands, inclusive brands, and I realized once I built this network of people and brands that like shared my values, then I can do anything.
All right. And one other question just before we move on to the next one. Which passion do you feel the strongest about?
Coding or modeling or content creation.
Right. Out of those three
Oh,
categories.
there's no,
We're
it's
diving
not a
in. We're diving in.
competition. It's really like if it's really hard to choose one because I make content about coding, I make content about modeling. So I really can't have one with without the other. But if I
Okay.
had to choose one, if I couldn't do anything else, I would probably choose modeling.
Okay. Great. Great. And kudos to you for stepping out and just challenging yourself on that modeling aspect. All right. Let's learn a bit more about your business. What sets your business or initiative apart, and how does it impact your community or industry?
Yeah, as I said before, I'm really kind of a triple threat. You can meet models, you can meet content creators. It's hard to meet a model, content creator, software engineer. That already sets me apart. But I think what really sets me apart once I walk into a room is my professionalism and my creativity. When I arrive on set, I arrive 15 minutes early. Like just that's just
Uh-huh.
the type of person I am. And so I think I'm really changing like what it means to be a model, what it means to be a software engineer, and that is really what sets me apart.
Great, great. And I always was told arriving early is the best because you get to set the tone. You get to go ahead and do a little networking if needed. So kudos to you on that part. All right, let's learn what is your why? What is your why and what keeps you motivated even when it gets tough?
There's some days I might be working on a bug for hours and hours, or sometimes you get so many rejections as a model. So it does get tough, but my community really keeps me motivated when it gets tough. Like every single woman that I've mentored in tech, or every DM I might get on Instagram from someone saying how much I helped them. I keep those, like I screenshot those and I just kind of keep them in a folder. So whenever I'm feeling down, I just remind myself I'm not just doing this for me, like I'm helping and inspiring so many other people.
Great. And just kind of diving in, just looking at your resume, like how was your connections with like Ulta, got to be, and just kind of making a national, connecting with those type of national brands. Tell us a little bit more about that,
Yeah,
especially like
those
in
were
that industry, where it can be kind of discouraging sometimes. So tell us, how did you manage to get over those humps?
it was all freelancing. And me personally, no one, I don't think anyone can advocate for yourself more than you can.
Absolutely.
And between networking, between scouring the internet for casting calls, like social media is how I book almost all of my jobs as a model. And
Mhm.
I think the combination of my portfolio and just putting myself out there helped me land jobs with national brands. It's really incredible thinking of how I did all that, kind of without the backing of a modeling agency, which might be the more traditional route.
Behind the scenes, there's a lot of hard work that goes into this production, and we couldn't do it without our amazing sponsors, advertisers, and crew.
And I was getting ready to ask, how did you just have that courage or strength just to do that? Because most people, when you hear their journey, they had an agent or they were reaching out to someone. For you to say, I was just using my social media platform, how was that? How did you have the push to do that? Because pretty sure our people who are watching, they need that courage and they need that push. So can you enlighten us a little bit about that?
When it comes to modeling, you can't take no for an answer. You really can't. And I didn't have a choice. I tried the traditional route, and agencies verbatim would say, oh, we love your look, but you're too short. Oh, you have too much acne, to this, to that. And so when I'm getting these no's from agencies, I could have just stopped there.
Right.
But I still knew that the world needed Kaylin Moss modeling.
Okay.
So
right.
You have to have that inner strength to find your way into the industry from any means possible.
Great. And how was your collaboration like? I know, like Honda, like how did you dive into that? Like, just tell us just a little bit about that one.
I do mostly modeling, and that was a mixture of like photography and acting. That was filmed here in Seabrook or Kiowa, one of those islands here. And I found the casting call on Facebook.
Wow.
And then
Way to use your social media.
Right? I found the casting call. I sent them my headshot, and it was a wrap from there.
Took off. So how was like your booking? Were you like the one more in control of your own booking, or you just kind of went with the flow?
Yeah, I was in control. I handle all of my own management, like all the communications. If you're emailing me, you're emailing me. So it was me. I handled all of it.
Wow, that's a big role that you took on for your own career. So another kudos to you, Ms. Kaylin. Now let's kind of go into your legacy and impact. What impact do you hope to make in life, and how do you see your legacy inspiring other Black and Brown women to pursue their dreams?
This is such a great question. I am changing multiple industries, from technology to fashion, and I see my legacy as making sure that I'm not the only Black or brown person in the room.
Right.
And the corporate room, on the runway. Like when I was in college, I see this as like changing things wherever I am. So when I was in college, I saw that they had a fashion show, and the fashion show just wasn't inclusive. And so changing things where I'm at, that's what I see, like my legacy. I want to empower other Black and brown women to know that they don't have to take no for an answer, and that they don't have to water themselves down either. Like we're constantly told that you're too much, like your hair is too curly, too this, to that, and we don't have to change ourselves like to be in this space. Like as I model, as a code, I'm being like my authentic self. Like I wear what I want, like I talk how I talk, and not only like can we be in these spaces and belong in these spaces, like we can be ourselves too. And so that's really how I see my legacy.
That's great. And making that pathway, that door opening for other brown girls to just kind of follow your story. So we definitely appreciate you for just sharing that and giving us, just more enlightening, because that industry can be tough, especially you being of a certain color, body shape. I know I try to look into modeling and I was told too much acne. So I get it. Also, we want to know, like, do you want kids or have them to want or follow your career path? Like, what can we do or what can you do to impact the younger generation?
Yeah, I love talking to kids. I mentored some Hispanic kids and Black kids when I was in college who were interested in pursuing uh, careers in technology. So I love I love it. Like it's the next generation. Like
Absolutely.
it's the future, and
Yeah, they
so
are.
I'm so excited. And anytime I like on social media or on LinkedIn, like reach out to me. Like I'm so happy because I remember vividly like being in their place, and so I try to help them as much as possible. I have a collaboration with a children's book author coming out
Nice.
sometime next. I hope we're in 2025, so sometime this year.
Okay, great.
So
Congratulations
I'm
on
really
that.
excited.
You know what I really love about this newer generation, that they're more into their like identity, especially when it comes to fashion. This whole 90s little look that they got going on. I kind of laugh sometimes because I too was like in the baggy era stage, but to see like my little cousin wear it with the shorts or the shirts and the girls with the crop tops, it's, fashion is very trending and it's moving forward. So I would encourage you and others to kind of follow Miss Moss, all on her social media platforms so she can inspire you guys as well. Now let's look at paying it forward. What's one piece of advice or wisdom you would share with the next woman stepping into this space? Or what's one question you'll love to ask her? I think we kind of hit on that, but if you don't mind, just kind of diving into that part.
I could give so much advice, but I one bit of practical advice that I would give: whatever you're asking for, whatever you're doing, whatever you're charging, double it. We are always the most overqualified person in the room, and we're always the most underpaid. Like for some reason, other people, specifically, straight white men, they won't be qualified at all, but they will still put themselves out there. And we need to have the confidence of a straight white man. We really do. And so
Right.
whatever you're asking for, you're worth it. Double it and add some tax.
Absolutely. And you hit a very valuable point. We walk into a room and really not knowing our worth, but we do know our worth. So like you said, don't back down on anything. We are worth that. We already come with a lot of strength. So thank you for enlightening us on that. Kaylin, we're so grateful for your time and for your light that you have brought to this world. Is there anything that you may want to add on before we get ready to close?
The other thing I would add on, all of my successes, it would not be possible without the mentors in my life and my professional network. So I would just, thank all of those people, from my family, my friends, my professors, my mentors. I just thank them because I would not be where I am without them. And so I would share that with whoever's watching. Like, ask yourself, like, who's in your friendship group? Who are you following on Instagram? Who's in your professional network? And surround yourself with people that share your hopes and dreams.
Absolutely. So to everyone watching, thank you for being a part of the collective experience. See you later, Brwngrlz. Bye, Kaylin.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you to our advertisers, sponsors, and everyone who made it possible. And of course, thank you for tuning in and being part of the Brwngrlz family. See you next time.
Oh girl, I love you just like Mary Jane. I give you everything. Damn, I hope you feel the same. Come and make it better just like Mary Jane. Oh girl, I can't complain. I up from the middle of the club. You say you running low again, won't let me fill your cup. I got some papers in my section and some sponsors in the tuck. She been calling me Spliff Daddy, baby. Please don't gas me up. You can keep your mask, I don't want time with that. Tryna know your heart by the time we start, baby. Ain't no hiding facts. Maybe if you with it, we can start a tab. Break down them walls, you can let me in. I can be your quarterback. I'ma put our team right on the map. Oh girl, I love you just like Mary Jane. I give you everything. Damn, I hope you feel the same. Come and make it better, just like Mary Jane. Oh girl, I can't complain. I need your touch, can't get enough. Come and beat me up, it's just like Mary Jane.